record to this computer. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What physical destiny includes? Physical destiny is everything that affects flesh and blood and nerves. It includes the features, frame, and fabric of the physical body, the skin, the outer organs of sense and of action, and the inner organs of the generative, respiratory, circulatory, and digestive systems. It also includes all physical causes that affect the body agreeably or otherwise. Physical circumstances that carry with them opportunity or the lack of it. Physical circumstances that carry with them the opportunity or the lack of it. Environment of all kind, food and the means of work or of leisure are they are the physical destiny. Oh, here he is saying physical circumstances that carry with them the opportunity or the lack of it, the environment of all kinds, which are the food and the means of work or of play leisure, they are physical destiny. So these are all causing the physical destiny.
Correct.
So that's what he's saying. It also includes all physical causes that affect the body agreeably or not agreeably. It includes, moreover, birth, family connections, health, money, and the need of it, the span of life and manner of death of the body. Wow, that's so.
No,
So
even
these are,
manner of the death
yeah,
of the body,
that's
even that will impact the physical
depends.
destiny.
Yeah, it depends upon all these factors.
Correct.
Group destiny affects those who are drawn together into families or held together by social, political, or religious ties. Men see the world, but not the causes that bring about what they see. See, that's what this is. Men see the world, but not the causes that bring about what they see. Upon examination, into the factor which make up the race, environment, features, and habits of even a single man, it is wonderful how these factors were worked together as the exteriorizations of so many conflicting thoughts. So
That
he
is how
says
we
that this,
create what we create. See,
yes,
these are the
factors,
methods by which we create our personal reality.
yes. So, and also he says we see the world, but not the causes that bring about the effect, what we see.
Correct.
So it is difficult to follow the thoughts which elementals as nature units had to build into these healthy, diseased, or deformed bodies and into the daily events amidst which people exist, as well as into the epochal factors that mark periods in their common history. I didn't quite get what is this.
No,
It is
I think no,
difficult to
no.
follow.
See, it is difficult to follow the thoughts which
Mm-hmm.
which elementals as nature units had to build into these healthy,
Mm-hmm.
diseased, or deformed bodies. So,
Okay.
what are those thoughts which nature units had to build into these healthy or diseased or deformed body, and also into the daily events amidst which people exist? Okay, these are all thoughts related, what he is trying to
Mm,
say, as well
yeah.
as into the epochal facts that make periods in their common history. That means whatever we are seeing is a result of these thoughts.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
And based on the thoughts, collective will impact the collective community, individual
Yeah.
will impact the individual body, and so on. That is what he is trying
Yeah.
to say there.
Yes. That's why he said group destiny affects those who are drawn together.
Correct.
Yeah. Social.
And these also shape how and where your race should continue.
Mm. Though the real causes producing these results will not be seen at once, what can be understood is the law of thought as destiny according to which they are produced.
Correct. So while how they are happening may not be visible, you need to explore the thoughts and manifestation as the core theme that is getting exteriorized.
Yeah. The entire physical world is made up of exteriorized parts of human thoughts. Not only the direct and intended results of human action, but the physical facts generally attributed to the gods of religions are exteriorized human thoughts.
So what he is saying,
So,
it is not just, it means that your thoughts influence everything in and around,
yeah.
including those of the destiny of gods.
So basically, because of these positive thoughts, you have that faith we attribute to God, but it is because of our exteriorized. I mean, the thoughts only it's
It is the
happening.
exteriorization of our thoughts. Yeah.
Thoughts are produced by the thinking of the doer in the body concerning objects of nature, and they are cause of all physical acts, objects, and events. These physical results are not always intended. Usually, they are not and would be avoided if that were in the power of the person who issued the producing thought.
Right.
Yeah. Neither the creator of the thought nor any other being can stop the further exteriorization of a thought once it has been exteriorized in part.
Correct. Hmm.
Okay, first exteriorization. A thought is a being conceived by thinking with a purpose and a plan. It is like an invisible blueprint to be exteriorized as an act or an object. The exteriorized action
I
is
think
physical
this we
destiny.
should read slightly slower. A thought is a being, right? That
Yeah,
means a thought is going to have its own direction. Okay? Conceived by thinking with a purpose and a plan. These are the three things that the thought will include.
So it is born by thinking with a purpose and a plan.
Correct. It is like an invisible blueprint to be exteriorized as an act or as an act or an object. Now, object will include event as well.
Object will include?
Event also.
Yes.
Right.
What does
Yes.
event mean, sir? Object is
A happening.
situation.
Yeah, situation.
Okay.
Yes.
Event is,
So it is,
we all desire that a pyramid needs to get executed, let us say in Atlanta or in Dallas, right? Now, that itself is going to influence the exteriorization of that event. All the events and activities associated with that to exteriorize that. There will be minor events, major events. An event is a get together. You have meditation as one event and so on. All these are events.
Okay, sir.
yeah. The exteriorized action is physical destiny. The first exteriorization is physical destiny and as such produces its results. Even the first exteriorization is the concrete co-creation or concretion of many thoughts, all having a similar
Concretion.
concretion. That means, okay, the strong, concretion of many thoughts, all having a similar aim and flowing from the same motive. That means keep thinking in a strongly.
So, no, one is basically exteriorization is the culmination point of all thoughts which are aligned. Alignment is in terms of their aim, their flow, and motive.
So either it can be one, like a couple of individual thoughts, more of a couple of, or a group of thoughts.
It can be any.
Yeah.
Individual thoughts will impact the individual, group thoughts will impact the community or the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today I want to share one experience related to this.
Mm.
When we were doing this Akhanda Dhyanam for Shakti Sthal, so in my vision, what it was shown is not like Shakti Sthal itself is pulling everybody. That itself is a thought, that itself is manifesting, and everybody else are aligning to it.
Correct.
This is the new thing which I came to know today. Usually, I used to think we are the one initiating that thought, we are taking Sankalpa and building that. But today's vision was completely different for me. That itself is manifesting, that itself is pulling everybody else. So I don't know what is this angle.
No, one sec. Where is the definition?
I did not it was not clear for me, the voice is kind of low. Can you repeat?
Oh, can you
Kirti?
hear now? Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Today, what happened during Shakti Sthal meditation, Akhanda Dhyana,
Uh-huh.
while I
Yeah.
was guiding in the morning, I saw a vision where Shakti Sthal is itself manifesting itself. All this while, I was under impression that we all are gathering as one consciousness and manifesting that part to get into physical, right? Like
Mhm.
building or all. But this one, it's manifesting itself, and we are
Mm.
aligning with that. Did you
We
get
are
what
aligned.
I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kirti
See,
ma'am,
You're saying
Kirti ma'am, this is Sheila. Can you please forward that where you guide this meditation, please? That
it is
Shakti
not ready.
Sthal. Huh?
I-
It's no. It's all the Paurnami Dhyanam. This happened already. I think it's all done. I don't know
right
whether
now, last hour is going on. It happens every full moon around that time, weekends.
The link that you shared the other day,
No. That is different. That is lunar eclipse one.
Oh.
I'll share this. This
Yeah,
happens
please.
a month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
now, Kirti, I will take you back to the highlighted portion, the first part of the sentence.
Uh,
A thought is a being.
ah, that being is calling us. We are not
Yes.
generating it. Ah,
Then we are also generating, but it is also generating.
ah.
we are giving more power to it
Yeah.
with our
See, now what is happening? A thought is a being conceived by thinking with a purpose and a plan. Now, what we all need to understand is, right? What we all need to understand is we all need to understand that everything works in the paradigm of an
entity.
ecosystem. Are you getting me? Everything is an ecosystem. right? Every entity involved in the ecosystem has a role to play. Getting me?
Yes, sir.
We generally only consider human beings. What about objects? What about environment? All those are part of the ecosystem, right? And spiritually speaking, every entity involved, every component involved, every part in that entire ecosystem is having its own consciousness that is going to play a role. And one of the most important among them would be the nature. Mother Nature is always looking for community benefit. And there is a plan and there is a purpose. The plan and purpose belong to the universe. And the plan and purpose of the universe is to, through you, alleviate the consciousness. So, your experience is fantastic. It's a manifestation of the same thing. Yeah, let's go.
We need to go down, is it? We finished all this? Oh, here, no, okay, sorry. Yeah. A thought is a being conceived by thinking with a purpose and a plan. It is like an invisible blueprint to be exteriorized as an act or an object. The exteriorized action is the physical destiny. The first exteriorization is physical destiny and as such produces its results. Even the first exteriorization is the concretion of many thoughts, all having a similar aim and flowing from the same motive.
Correct.
One does not murder or steal or commit any dishonest action without having thoughts of murder or planned to steal or harbored dishonest thoughts. One who thinks upon murder, theft, or lust will find a way to put his thoughts into deeds. If of too cowardly a nature to do this, he will become the prey to others' thoughts, or to invisible inimical influences, which may even against his wish possesses him at some critical time and urge him to perform the kind of act which he thought of as desirable and revolved in his brain, yet was too timid to execute.
Right. Even if he is timid, you will be pushed into that action.
Because already he released the thought.
Correct.
I mean, that
Yes.
in the same way, act of goodness, courtesy, delicacy, service, or gratitude do not come out of a thin air, but are the form in which long continued thinking of the same kind. Let's go down one more page. Long continued thinking of the same kind. Where is this?
We can restart this. Too timid. In the same way, this is where you are.
Same acts of goodness, courtesy, delicacy, service, or gratitude do not come out of thin air, but are the form in which long continued thinking of the same kind is expressed. Over weakness and hesitation at the critical time, one may be helped by thoughts of others and by friendly influence which seize him and decide him to do the kind of act which he had thought of as ideal. So basically, the bad thoughts, bad acts, and also good acts, they come up because of their thoughts, how they think.
Correct. Or again, the entire ecosystem thinks. We need to keep both in mind.
Mm.
So Right? So when a thought is getting exteriorized, we need to be aware or conscious of all the entities involved in the ecosystem.
Here the spelling is ENTITIES, isn't it? You there. By mistake, it is a U there.
Yeah. Entities, yes, you are right. Thank you, ma'am. Entities of the ecosystem, right? We need to be aware. We are generally aware of our objective, our takeaways, etc. But every entity in the ecosystem has an influence in the outcome, right? That is why they say, let us all meditate, so that this intent will become contagious for the entire ecosystem to bring about the outcome. People became blind at one stage and then started believing everything to be predictable. What about the unpredictable? They will say, I have looked for auspicious moment. I have consulted astrologer. I have done all that. But did you give Dr. Murphy enough credit? The Murphy's Law. You did not. That is basically the unpredictable. Right? So just take that cognizance and understanding, because it's very important for us. Yeah.
Successive exteriorizations. Physical destiny is, however, not only what results from that first act. The physical destiny of that thought comprises all the successive exteriorizations which are projected out of it. So it is projection of the main thought.
Correct.
The success.
So the main thought will keep on happening in so many colors and hues. And all of them are going to play a role.
Yeah. These take place whenever its cycle has led against to the radiant solid plane, and whenever on that plane it intersects one or more thoughts, whether of the one who created it or of other persons. So it also depends upon not only who created it, but depending upon
Correct.
the event.
Also, now, when we are talking about the ecosystem, right? When we talk about ecosystem, we should include what does the ecosystem include? One, the 4 environments,
Yeah.
right, which we generally tend to forget. What are the 4 environments? Anybody? What are the 4 environments?
Then night and all.
Yeah. What are the 4 environments?
Physical,
water, air,
The noetic
and light.
environment.
Oh,
Noetic,
environment, sorry.
mental,
Psychic and physical.
and physical. Each of them are a being in its own right. Every entity there is going to play a role, right? And once a flow has been created, it has the potential to repeat itself. Right? So let's go further. These take place
Whenever its cycle has led it again to the radiant solid plane, and whenever on that plane it intersects one or more thoughts, whether of the one who created it or of the other persons. These precipitations are from thoughts. From them there is no permanent escape. there must be exteriorization until adjustment is made. Everything existing on the physical plane is an exteriorization of a thought which must be balanced through the one who issued the thought in accordance with his responsibility and at the conjunction of time, condition, and place.
So now, first thing is it has got 4 environments. Then it has got the 3 conditions of exteriorization. That's another parameter, right?
Yes. Those are time, condition, place.
Correct. Right? All these are going to be part and parcel to this. Yes? Right? Are you all with me?
And also he says it has to be balanced through the person who has issued the thought.
Correct.
So even if it is for a community, even for a pyramid construction or anything like that,
No.
so is it depends on the main person who issued the thought
See,
initially?
obviously, right? There are 3 conditions for the exteriorization of the person who has issued it. So he will get his portion of exteriorization to his credit. You are looking at an event to be the sigma. That is the summation of all the entities involved. Right?
Yes.
You are looking at it
Yeah.
from the sigma perspective.
Yeah.
One second. I think it needs a moment. Yeah, continue, ma'am.
Okay. So that in each instance is the decree of the law. The destiny and decree do not reach beyond the physical plane. Some psychic results are inevitable, as joy or sorrow. Mental results are uncertain because they depend on the mental attitude. Neither, however, is the physical result. So, depending upon how our mental thoughts are, that is how the physical results will be.
So mind should be crystal clear to manifest something. That's what it says.
See, now if this were the environment that we are talking about, right? All this is part and parcel of the environment. Yes?
Yes, yes.
Right. Now, what is the one that will continue, keep this running? It needs
Energy.
right? Where is that going to come from? One is the potential of these entities drawing their own force of attraction, right? And
Hmm.
the so even the aligned thoughts are going to be very crucial, right?
L is missing. ALI.
Yeah, I'm coming. Sometimes this keyboard also becomes intelligent. So the energy supplied by the ecosystem and also this becomes intrinsic energy, right? This is the intrinsic energy, but additional energy is through aligned thoughts. So that is the point he is making.
It is like in unified, we claim and accept, release one thought. And he says, Babaji says, You need not again do the whole thing. You just need to do the last part to give a push.
Correct. So stay
That
focused on that. Don't bring in something.
something new that we need to give more energy to the same
Correct.
thought.
Correct. You're right. Right.
Okay. These precipitations are from thoughts. From them, there is no permanent escape. There must be exteriorizations until adjustment is made.
Okay.
Everything
Now,
existing
one
on
more
the
point, since we are making so much notes as carry away, right? Exteriorization also includes
balancing of thoughts.
Desire and feeling.
no balancing of thought also. The thought has gone into the shape of, you call it desire and feeling, whatever you call, right? It has become that. But balancing of thought ensures the exteriorization. That will dictate the associated presence, availability, all those. This objective will determine whether you need to be available there or not. Are you
Yeah.
getting it?
Yes,
This
sir.
will
This
drive that
reminds
purpose.
me that if
Yeah,
Patriji wants to do Akhanda Dhyana, he manifests that entire year for that. That
correct, correct.
Mahachakra. Yeah.
Exactly. That is the way the whole thing runs on autopilot. The combined intention.
Okay. There must be exteriorizations until adjustment is made. Everything existing on the physical plane is an exteriorization of a thought which must be balanced through the one who issued the thought in accordance with his responsibility and at the conjunction of time, condition, and place. That in each instance is the decree of the law. The destiny and decree do not reach beyond the physical plane. Mhm.
So
Some
this is how, no, what is important is this is how, right? Everything in the physical plane works.
according to this law, the
After it
physical.
has come into physical plane, after the process of manifestation has started, this will keep happening.
Yeah. Yes. Some psychic results are inevitable, as joy or sorrow. Mental results are uncertain because they depend on the mental attitude. Neither, however, is a physical result. But they are to be considered because physical conditions continue on account of them. There are three purposes in the operation of the law of thought, and they cause exteriorization of thoughts as physical acts, objects, and events.
What is he saying? Everything
Three
has
purposes.
to go through those four environments, right?
Mhm.
So if I really consider one environment, okay, it has got its set of rules, but it could potentially influence the other three. This is part of the indirect components of the ecosystem. When he says psychic, it is immediate to it. So you cannot completely control the impact of the outcome. So, in this ecosystem, there is one more component that we can add, which says impact of the every time there has to be one spelling mistake. Which entities are these?
Psychic, mental.
That's it. Not the noetic is
Yeah.
basically the knowledge levels,
Yes.
right? So noetic may play a role, may not play a role, but then since they are already part of this, what we need to look at is the immediate impact caused by the psychic and mental environments on the outcome. That is why he says this specifically here.
Yeah, some psychic results are inevitable, as joy or sorrow. Mental results are uncertain because they depend on the mental attitude. Neither, however, is a physical result, but they are to be considered because physical conditions continue on account of them.
Correct.
There are three purposes in the operation of the law of thought, and they cause exteriorization of thoughts as physical acts, objects, and events. So he will explain further the three purposes.
All right.
The three purposes in operation. The first purpose is to let the doer in the body learn what thoughts are, their meaning, and how the physical world is built by them. That is, that it is responsible for its thoughts and will be rewarded and punished for them, and that it can attain conscious immortality only by thinking. So it is the duty of the doer in the body to learn what thoughts are, how.
Now, what is it going to learn? One is what are thoughts, what is their meaning, and how the physical world is built by those thoughts. These are
And
the
responsible.
three. And that the doer is responsible for its thoughts and will be rewarded and punished. Sorry. For them, and that it can attain conscious immortality only by thinking. Okay, what is the second purpose? This is the first one.
Yeah. The second purpose is payment. Therefore, a doer pays and is paid in the equivalent of what physical actions and conditions it caused are permitted.
So this
Okay.
becomes the second one.
Yeah. So this does not mean that if a man beats a boy, the boy will sometimes beat the man, or if a wife nags a husband, that the husband has formerly jarred the person, now his wife. It means that the man who puts the stripes on the boy will himself suffer stripes, but not necessarily from that boy, and that the present husband has nagged someone, but not necessarily that same woman. Yeah.
Concept
The third
of karma.
Pardon?
Concept of karma of your own thoughts.
Exactly. It will come back to you. All the ecosystem could change, but you will get it back. Okay, what is the third one?
Yeah, but basically it may not be from the same person, but depending upon the different person or depending upon the event situation.
Correct. Now, the other interesting thing is what is the third part of it?
Yeah, the third purpose is the adjustment between the desire of the doer and the exteriorization, the balancing of the thought.
Correct. So,
The adjustment
adjustment
must be-
between the desire of the doer and the exteriorization. So, ecosystem adjustments. Right? So, one more parameter that is important for us is so there is one more. This is telling us how many things are involved that we do not normally consider part of the manifestation or exteriorization efforts. Everybody wants to manifest a perfect health. That is what week 13 taught us,
Yes.
right? We did this in the gulping experiment.
So
The entire
one more
ecosystem was not in our control.
Yeah, and also in balancing the thought, also does it include that we are now with the negative thoughts, we may nullify the effect.
It has to get exteriorized. You can modify. You can nullify the impact. Yeah, effect and impact is the same. Right?
This is
So if
before
if you are not giving it further energy through these two, you can reduce the impact.
Chandra sir, can I ask, like, so as soon as we have like a negative thought, that very second, because we are doing the unified and everything, we have that awareness, like, oh, I did this wrong. Like, before we were ignorant, right? We would
Correct.
just build upon it, like, okay, we would expand, and then now we are like immediately say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, like immediately, and replace it with two. This is where I don't know, I heard somewhere or read somewhere, I don't know, or maybe you only said, if we replace it with at least two other positive thoughts, like, that can nullify. Or like, say for example, if one person is gossiping to me, Balamam is this, Balamam is that, suddenly me as a listener, if I say, oh, but Balamam is this, replace it with one or two positives of Balamam, when she's telling five negatives, suddenly that person's mind also will change. That very minute, she'll start looking at the positiveness of Balamam. Isn't that right?
Good question.
And if we don't carry on for like a long time, that negative thought, maybe we can neutralize. I'm trying to please myself, maybe.
No. What you are asking is perfect. So, can I say every thought,
Mm-hmm.
right? All these bits and pieces of thoughts, they become an idea,
Mm-hmm.
right? Ideas get, okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is how you are going to give energies.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if the direction of some of these energies is, let us say, from east to west,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it has to reach west, correct?
Yeah.
Right? But there is another energy coming from the west to east.
Mm-hmm.
Does it mean that will get balanced?
If it is more positive, like if it has more energy, more stronger positive energy
Hmm.
than this other, like coming from the east, if the west
Hmm.
has more power, like, and then that might neutralize it.
Yes.
Exactly. That is the
Yes.
answer to your question.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. But
So this is where we can
please,
say sending love and light can balance to whatever,
yes,
whoever is suffering or
yes,
whatever is happening with them.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what you are doing. You are not
Yes.
thinking of it as a negative energy. You are superimposing positive energy on it and saying, you please go home. I will help by asking my higher self to take you there.
So I want to ask. So I
Yeah,
want
and
to ask.
also,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
clearly Babaji mentioned, whenever you get a thought of some bad thought against a person or an event or anything, immediately he said, send love and gratitude. And that is also okay. He
Yeah.
said immediately send love and gratitude. That means you are not, energizing that thought, the one before you issued.
Yeah.
No, now you are energizing and superimposing and giving more energy to that other side of the thought so that it will balance. Right?
Yes.
In the old mythological movies, at least from South India, you would see one of the person shooting an arrow. Does he stop with
Yeah.
that arrow? He will shoot arrow over arrow over arrow. What happens? So you see a tug of war there, and then ultimately the arrow goes and hits the target.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
You see any of the movies of Rama, Krishna, Mahabharata, all those,
Yeah.
you see that, right? One arrow shot.
Yeah.
Okay. So every thought will give its own bit of energy. Now, mind you, this is how in our, here is the diagram. Right?
Here, the diagram.
In this diagram, this is how you will see, you will see the impact of this. Oh, these are two entities, is it? Okay. So you will, this is how you will see this, right? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
You will see, this is how you will see the impact of the entities and environments which you are changing, which gives credence, which will give credence to, where is that sentence? But they are to be considered because physical conditions continue on account of them. Are you getting the essence of this? All these have become part of the purpose of, the purpose of those thoughts. What are the three purposes when that thought is getting executed? Getting it? Yeah.
Okay.
So based on these thoughts, like, they said, like when you are, like when your childhood or like you're growing up, you would have like in that time, we don't know what we are thinking. We made a thought that got manifested, right? It led to what we are here today. So they said, oh, rewire your brain. You go back and change the thought. But doesn't it? I'm afraid if I go and change the thought, whatever consequences led to this life, I mean, what the present life that I am leading, it turned out to be good, but if I go and change that thought, won't that consequences change? I mean, like, I don't know.
No, one sec. Action is an energy.
Hmm.
Okay. Getting the viewpoint. Now, action is going to have its own role to play, and every entity involved in the ecosystem has got a role to play in that action. Right? That is going to bring about the adjustment. With me? Okay. So let us read this.
Usually, a man refuses.
The green.
Oh, okay. The adjustment must be made by the doer understandingly. Okay. The adjustment must be made by the doer understandingly. Okay. That means with awareness.
So
Not
he must
necessarily.
be responding to it, not reacting to it.
Not necessarily with the knowledge of the past, but with an understanding, for example, that a certain suffering is merited and so must be borne willingly. This decision makes the adjustment.
That is what?
And
if you react, you are giving additional energy for it to act.
So,
Sheila ma'am, by reacting to it, you are giving it. By resisting it, you are giving it more
Okay.
power. Let
Right.
it pass.
Yes.
so that means let the go, let it go. So that's what he's saying. See, the way he's saying is not necessarily knowledge of the past. So don't dwell on the past.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
with an understanding, for example, that certain suffering is merited. So must be borne willingly. Yeah, that means okay, it is okay. If something happened for my own good, I learned a lesson. Let it go.
Yes. True. Because there was one scientist who was telling about the grandfather thing. They were talking about time travel. He said it can never happen. It's like you going and killing the grandfather, then you will never be born. So that time travel can never happen, he was telling, one of the scientists. If you get the chance to go and time travel, what if you go and kill your grandfather, then your father is not born and you're not born. So he says scientifically they said it's something called grandfather effect or something like that.
Basically,
Now, now look at how he is highlighting the next part of what we are discussing.
Usually, a man refuses to take that attitude. Thoughts are created and accumulated without an adjustment being made. Yeah. Because, see, that is why when we didn't have all this knowledge, we keep thinking why this happened, why that person acted like this. We keep.
Why me and so on.
Yes. And we keep judging ourselves and also others. So these thoughts become the hard circumstances that envelop so many. In each of these thoughts are balancing factor which causes exteriorization after exteriorization. So basically, this is a loop, like in each of these thoughts, balancing factor causes exteriorization after exteriorization. Little is learned and few adjustments are made out of the multitude of accumulating thoughts. So because of the, when we didn't have that knowledge, only few adjustments are made. And then the thoughts keep accumulating. The three
No,
purposes
no.
are,
See, again, this ecosystem diagram that we have drawn,
Mhm. Yeah,
when you resist, that becomes part of this. So when you resist,
yeah. Yes, yes.
right? So you are again feeding the same thing.
Yeah.
So again, you are going to contribute this energy which will start impacting this. See, all these become part of that ecosystem and achieve this purpose. All of them are going to have a role to play in the overall game.
By resisting, you're giving negative energy, isn't it?
Correct. So the three purposes are not standalone, they are interrelated. By
Yeah.
paying and receiving payment, a man learns about his thoughts and his duties. Without payment, he does not usually learn. Right? In most cases, he does not learn even by being made to pay repeatedly. So until he learns, right, it will continue. Even after he has learned what is wrong, he has not learned well enough to resist temptation. So he is again giving into the test and he is failing repeatedly.
Yes.
Now, so what does that mean? Resist, and there is one more word we need to write in this resist. Can someone tell me what it is?
Failing the test. Temptations, yeah.
Can you repeat the question, Chandra sir?
No, I said he even after he has so-called learnt the lesson,
Uh-huh.
he has still not learnt. What is that? Why is that?
Hard for him because of his temptations, because of sensual pleasure temptations.
Ego?
No, it could be anything. There's not one
Imbalance.
reason.
Yeah.
Okay,
Imbalance of
right? It
desire.
could be imbalance. It could be the same thing. So one another energy is temptation that can influence the ecosystem.
Wow.
So we are summarizing in one diagram the whole thing, right? We are summarizing that entire stuff.
Yeah, I think the resist is the spelling is, you need to correct it. About temptation.
I thought I removed the T, it didn't go.
Correct.
I just want to take this diagram copy selection, take it to the end also and stick it here. There is more space.
Mm.
मैं तो एक काम करते हैं इसी को bear with me. There is a little bit of action to be done. I just want to clean it up because this is a very important summary of this entire stuff.
We know that every thought will be released and available.
Correct.
Oh my God, how many thoughts we are releasing and how many are manifesting to get that aligned? All this have to be
Correct.
like prepared. Oh my God. That's why it takes
Right. Just look
lifetimes,
at
lives after lives.
our ignorance level is coming out so beautifully in this entire thing.
That's why we are taking so many births.
And you can also put the three conditions for the exteriorization of the thought:
In this
time,
diagram,
place. Yeah, you can add those three.
time.
Place,
One second. Place.
is this the aim, or what is this? Time, place, condition.
Now this makes us so important to be thoughtless.
Exactly.
So these three are the factors for exteriorization.
Yeah. चल अच्छा ये फिर से दिखना चालू हो गया क्या? How do I remove this? I need another white.
While Chandra sir is doing that, Bala ma'am, you're sitting under a pyramid, no? You're sitting under a pyramid?
No, no,
No,
I'm
the other
not.
day I saw. So
Yes.
even I had a similar pyramid, but then that guy said it should be kept in a 0 degree north. And my room downstairs is a living room, 0 degree north is a office. I cannot keep it. Or upstairs is a guest bedroom, which I cannot keep it, and there's not enough room downstairs.
One sec, Sheila ma'am.
Ah,
Is the pyramid the same thing in all the directions?
same thing means?
The shape of the pyramid is the same in all the directions,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
right? So what does
It's
it mean? It only means you should be sitting facing in that direction.
Yeah.
I should be sitting facing north, is it?
Exactly. That is what it means.
Yes.
So now if
Yes.
I can keep the pyramid in my southwest room or west room or east room, doesn't matter, right?
That doesn't
No.
matter.
Okay.
Only you need to face north.
Acha. Okay. So that I gave it
This
away, so
is
I have to buy another one. I said it won't work for me.
you made someone rich.
Like, because it is shaped, 4 sides equal, the
Okay.
pyramid.
Uh-huh.
Basically,
So
you need to face.
I have to put a chair and face north while I'm meditating.
Exactly. Now you are talking English. Till now, I don't know what language you are talking.
Yeah, it was too confusing for me because whomever I asked in India, they said, "Oh, it should be 0 degree north. You should keep it." And I'm like
See,
wondering where can I keep.
that is exactly what me and Ahalya ma'am were talking. She has already left, it appears, right?
But see,
People
when they
read
build up,
something, no, people read something, they don't understand. Because they don't understand, they blindly follow.
Acha, now you tell me when they build a pyramid, there are four sides, right? Now,
Correct.
all people cannot be sitting facing north. There are people who will be sitting inside a room. There are people sitting because there are 100 people. They're all sitting in all four walls, no?
Correct.
But they're not facing north. One will be
They,
facing
they are
north, one will be
not.
facing south.
See, it is their belief system which says you have to face all those things.
Ah. Period. We can keep it anywhere. We can sit and meditate. It works.
Ma'am,
Oh, yeah.
Nane, what is your understanding of a pyramid?
I don't know. For me, understanding is I sit under the pyramid, the energy will come. Like I will get the
Okay.
universal energy and it will come.
Okay. Now,
Where I'm facing is
when
not
you're
important.
doing JTTP and those courses,
I did not do. Yeah. Maybe
okay,
we should do one.
right? Or
Uh-huh.
when someone who has been guiding meditations keeps saying, now
Uh-huh.
imagine a crystal pyramid covering
Yes,
you
yes, yes, yes,
completely,
yes.
right? Is that a
Yes.
pyramid still?
We are
So why should you
imagining.
buy a pyramid?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I don't know. See, we
So we
are
can
doing
imagine the
exactly what he has explained.
Hmm.
We are doing exactly what he has explained.
Hmm.
क्या हो रहा है?
See, Sheila, I
Ah,
mean, basically underneath this pyramid, when you are sitting, the
uh-huh.
3 times more energy you are getting, the cosmic energy,
Yes.
getting 3 times more by just sitting underneath the pyramid. That's
Yes.
it.
Okay. So it need not be in like a particular direction and all that.
I want to share one experience.
Yes.
Once,
Beautiful. Oh my
before,
God.
like
Where is that
initially
English? Okay.
during
Yeah, go ahead.
during COVID time, I think, when Pari ma'am was guiding some meditation, herself, she said, you don't need a pyramid because you can astrally have it over you. You don't need
Oh,
a
Exactly.
wow.
physical.
Wow. Thank you.
See, Nene, this only highlights our, what do you call, levels of ignorance.
Yeah. Hmm.
See, that is why in Unified, initially when they start, meditation, they said, okay, we're all sitting underneath the golden crystal
Yeah, yeah.
pyramid.
Yeah.
So that is how our thought starts.
Right.
Oh, so that is the picture. One second. This picture, one important component got missed out. Group copy. Yeah. So that is precisely what we need to understand. Got it? Yeah. So this becomes the entire ecosystem and summary of what we have covered till now. Let's go further. Now, till now, it was how physical destiny works on the physical plane. All of you connected? How does destiny work on the physical plane? So I should always sit facing north, preferably if you believe in that statement.
Okay.
If you
Chandragaru, the screen
believe that energy is coming from the top anyway, that
Yes.
is the
Yeah.
north. When I say geographically, whatever is
Uh-huh.
above me is north, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Correct.
That is why I said, let's go back to the diagram again. What do you need to be
The
aware of?
screen is very blurred, Andy.
Why is it
No,
blurred?
no, before.
Now?
Now
Is
this
it
is
clear?
fine.
Yeah. No, the
No, now
diagram is adjusting it to your screen. That is why it is blurred.
it's clear. No, the one before. I thought
Okay?
we can minimize little bit so that it will be clear.
Okay? Not clear?
For me, still blurred. I don't know about others. Can you please, Sheila and somebody, for you?
It is little blurred. Yeah, it is.
This is fine.
Now
The-
it's fine. Now it's fine.
No, that's what it's the refreshing of the screen that is causing the problem.
I thought my eyesight. I didn't know.
Maybe that also could be a factor in that ecosystem. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now again, like let us see in the next screen how it comes. Now it is, yeah, now it is better.
Okay. Okay, is this better?
Yeah.
Okay, that means your screen resolution is the challenge. Okay, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. Dependence on the physical plane. All worlds depend on the physical plane of the physical world of the sphere of Earth for their development.
Okay.
So
One
all the
sec.
worlds depend on.
No. This sentence is a very, very heavily loaded sentence. All worlds depend on the physical plane. Which physical plane? Of the physical world. Of the sphere of Earth for their development. So, the diagram could potentially
Here
look like this. You have the Earth, right? Earth has got a physical plane, a physical world, and a physical sphere, right? Physical sphere of is the Earth,
Yeah.
right? The physical world is what is existing on the Earth,
Yeah.
right? And the
Yeah.
physical plane. So, what is that ecosystem? Again, you consider.
Here all words means Noetic world. So those are the words.
All worlds
like-
depend. All worlds depend. Right? So the three worlds. The ecosystem
Light
has
world.
got, see,
Light
earlier we
world.
listed 4 environments, right? We said 4
Yes.
environments.
Yes.
All 4 have a role to play. But all those environments depend on everything of the physical destiny for their development. The physical plane, whatever happens in the physical plane will have its corresponding impact on the on the development of the other 3 environments. Okay? Yeah. So let us understand why
Yeah.
why do you think it is true? Let us try to decipher that.
Okay, progress of the matter in any sphere can be made only while the matter of that sphere is in the physical bodies of doers.
Correct.
So progression can be made only in the physical bodies of the doers.
Okay, what is
There,
progression? What is progression? If I take, right? If I take this sentence, okay? Okay, if I take this sentence and try to make a meaning out of that sentence,
isn't it progression of the
what is my takeaway?
progression of the intelligent matter, isn't it?
No, progression of the matter itself, he is saying. Okay, what is progression
Oh.
of the matter?
Okay, here matter in the sense like radiant matter. Is that what he's saying? Radiant, yeah, fluid,
See,
airy.
let us consider the environments. Okay, let us consider the 4 environments. What do you have in the 4 environments? What is the 4 environments made up of?
Elementals?
Fire.
Is basically units, right?
Elemental units.
Okay,
Are
they are
elementals.
units. Whether
Yeah.
they have intelligence or otherwise, they are all units,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Now, these units are basically your existing as particles in various states and
Yes.
substates,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So, noetic will have those which are light oriented and so on, but you cannot draw a line. On the physical plane, density is different from that in the psychic plane. That is, as you change the environments, the density is going to change, right?
Yeah.
They become subtler and subtler, but the core components remain the same. Okay, now having understood that, reread what he's just said. What is this? What is he saying? Progress of the matter in any sphere, of the matter in any sphere, can be made only while the matter is in. So you need to change the density, but where is the density coming from?
From the physical body.
Correct.
Only
right? Now, and these are to be purified. Where can the purification take place? Only when it has got the physical body.
Yes.
Because the purification process is the balancing of feeling and desire. Okay. Everyone on par? Somebody say yes or no. Are you following? Everyone has gone to sleep.
I don't know.
Away
Why.
from laptop. I was away
Huh?
from laptop. I could not. I'm
Please
using
stop.
Bluetooth headsets. I was away from laptop. I could not answer instantly. Yes, yeah, I'm following.
No, yeah, right. No, but others are simply sleeping. Only my hand is raised. Yeah. Okay. Right. So now read further, ma'am.
Okay. There only it is under the influence of the light of an intelligence, and there only do all the worlds and spheres meet. So that means only in the human bodies all this happens on the earth.
Correct.
So this is the
No,
only place
everything
we
has to meet in the human body between the intelligent side and the
nature side.
exactly.
This is why it gives high importance for taking birth as a human.
Yes.
Ah,
And that's
that
why
is why
a lot
Vedic
of
list
books,
is very long.
so that is why a lot of books say only this is the only earth is the only sphere. By experiencing we get the real results of liberation. I mean, for fast results.
And in my own, as you just made that statement, one thought was occurring to me. We are ascending,
Mhm.
right? Does it mean that very soon we may be occupying moon?
Yes, because we don't
Psychic
see.
plane, that is where the most activity will be experienced.
Yes, because with our physical limitations, we only see the physical solid state.
Correct.
But there are
But
other
then,
planes.
if you are going into the psychic, which is the next one, right? That means we will be able to operate in that environment as well as the physical.
Yeah.
So here, the one of the diagrams which was showing the growing human, which I think Ratna
Yes.
ma'am shared, right, with all of us.
Yeah. Different dimensions.
Correct.
Expanding.
Right, we are expanding.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Correct.
Very good. Right. So that because one, the content is the same. Two, all of them meet here, and balancing and their own development will depend upon the state at which the balancing has occurred, the degree of consciousness. What a beautiful mathematical representation of this whole lot. Yeah.
That is why firstly they created the duality
Correct.
for the
Correct. Yeah.
okay, intelligence, and they only do okay. Their matter circulates through the corresponding four zones of the physical atmosphere of the body. So here, there the matter circulates. That means in the physical body, matter
In the
circulates through the
physical body, yes. Correct.
So it circulates through the corresponding four zones of the physical atmospheres of the body. The circulation is kept by the swing of the breath as it comes and goes. The matter then circulates through the four systems of the four-world body. The reason all matter can come together there is that there the physical planes of the four worlds interlock. So the reason all matter can come together there is that there the physical planes of the four worlds interlock. By these circulations, by these circulations, this body is built, maintained, made coarser or finer, kept in health or afflicted with disease, according to the thinking of the doer which inhabits it. So basically, he's saying the thinking is causing all this ill health.
No, all these experiences is because of circulation of the material inside the body. And it is its interaction with what is outside.
Yeah. So basically, he's saying the four worlds they meet in four systems. So all these they meet only in the physical body. A thought is built into the body through nature units, elementals, which rush into the form which the thought assumes. And also in the top paragraph, he said the breath. These matter circulates through the corresponding four zones of the physical atmosphere of the body, and through the breath somewhere here, he said,
Correct.
yeah, the circulation is kept by the swing of the breath as it comes and goes.
Hmm.
Thought is built into the body through the nature units, the elementals, which rush into the form which the thought assumes.
So there has to be
So-
a pattern, Akash. Right? The pattern is coming from the Akash and can be influenced by the state of the current thoughts.
They build it out and precipitate it as a handsome feature, a malformed part, or a disease of the body. Or they bring about actions and accidents as exteriorization of the thought. Beyond the
Correct.
physical plane, the law of the thought does not decree or compel the results. So only in the physical plane
Beyond
or
the
the
physical plane, the law of thought does not decree or compel. That means
so
beyond the physical plane, thought does not influence to a great extent. It is only on the physical plane. While the body is there, while the doer is there in the physical body. Clear?
Yes, sir.
However,
However, the results not directed are compelled by the law of thought, namely the results on the doer, which are produced by the physical events, are also means for teaching the doer. So these physical events are for the purpose of teaching the doer. Life in a human body affords opportunities by which the doer is to be taught, trained, and disciplined to be in union with his triune self. The doer can become thus conscious only while living in a human body, never after the death of the body.
if the body is dead, the picture is
Doer-
completely different.
So that's why he's saying the doer is a conscious only in the living human body, never after the death of the body. Only while it is in its fleshly body is the doer in contact with all the worlds and spheres.
Obviously, otherwise they are all disjoint, no? Otherwise, they are in noetic plane, they are in mental plane, they are in psychic plane. But on the physical plane, you have got the nature side as well as the intelligent side, and those units are meeting in the physical body. Behind the spinal cord is all your noetic plane, right? You recall the diagram? No one is recalling anything.
Sorry. Okay.
Once again,
Only
basic education by means of the diagram is essential. People are forgetting even the diagrams that are shown to them. No, this one, there was one more representation, right? The fourfold body people, anyone who recollects?
You mean the head, thorax, abdomen, pelvis?
Correct. And the left side of it and the front side of it and the back side.
Yeah, nature and intelligence side, nature side.
Of the
Yeah, I
physical
think that,
body.
yeah, there was before I saw that diagram somewhere.
No, it's there. I'm just trying to. No, because I created the diagram, it is not available anywhere. That is the problem.
Oh, here. There is
No,
here.
not this one, not this one.
Not this
See,
one. Here.
no, not even this.
Yeah.
Not even this. There is
Oh,
one
I
more.
see.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. The three
Right?
together.
So you have the pineal body, or this is the
Light world.
plane, the three planes.
Yeah.
The light world or the light patch, the
Yeah.
life patch, and the
Life. Form.
psychic form patch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this side is the physical patch. They are all meeting in this body.
Yes.
Okay. Just keep that in mind. Now, why has this come back? Okay. Right? Only while it is in its fleshy body is the doer in contact with all the worlds and spheres. The commingling of all the worlds and spheres is necessary as a condition under which a triune self can be raised to become conscious as an intelligence. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think should we stop here?
Yeah, I think, yeah. In East Coast, it's already 10 o'clock, 10
No,
p.m.
that is why. This is where we have to start our next session from.
The body of the result of the work of the doer during eons.
Or shall we complete this para? I think we'll complete this.
Yeah, let us complete this. Okay. The body is the result of the work of the doer during eons. There are in human bodies doer portions of various degrees on the descent order and on the ascent. Okay, there are in human bodies doer portions of various degrees on the descent and on the ascent. Both classes need physical bodies to work out their destiny. No two bodies are equal in any sense. The doers in them are not equal in development, nor are their thoughts, which make the bodies. People who look at a human body cannot tell what is in it. Position in life will not tell. A man of education may be rapidly descending. One who appears to be lowly may be advanced. In these physical bodies, however, all receive the destiny they have made for themselves. And through these crucibles passes the whole of nature in the human world of birth and death. So he is saying a poor man or low man also, he can be advanced. We cannot say just by looking into physical body.
So here, it is also worth noting that every single
Unique.
cell in the body, every single unit may have its own destiny, which is part and parcel of the body's destiny. Are you able to relate to that sentence?
So one thing here, I want to clarify that there are human bodies there are in human bodies doer portions of various degrees on the descent side and on the ascent side. That means
Correct.
are they going down? Some human bodies some going up, ascending,
no.
and some down
No,
also?
no. See, first of all, you have units, okay,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
These units make the
Yeah.
body, correct?
Yes, yes.
Right? Come from the state of feeling and desire.
Mm.
Okay? That
Mm.
becomes the okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
right? These units, some of them are going to be, and some of them are going to be,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Right? Which means if I take one unit and draw a line, okay,
Mm.
here, one sec. Here it is, and here it is. Sorry, not here. One sec, one sec. Okay,
Mm. Oh, okay. I got it. So basically, yeah, either it ascending, descending means it's going towards elements or intelligent side.
okay. That
Yeah.
means in the physical body,
Yeah.
in the physical body, right?
Mm.
Visualize,
Yeah.
okay?
Got it.
Higher self, lower self.
Exactly. No, one is higher self, lower self, the other one is the feeling and desire, which is the doer in the body, right? Doer, okay, is equal to, yes? Are you getting the
Mm.
picture?
Yes, yes, yes. That's what he said. All the four planes and four worlds in all the units.
Correct. You have the same thing on both sides, but each unit per itself is going to be in different states.
Yeah, you need to add I is missing.
Okay. Yes. Okay. And each of them is going to have its own.
You need to change T and I.
Oh, did I do that? Okay. Why it doesn't listen? It has got its own intelligence. See? Okay. Right. Now, right, this the degree of consciousness is going to vary for each of these units. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So that
Yes.
makes a difference. That is what he is trying to explain to us. In the previous chapter, he said units are AIA units. You have got elemental units. You have got breath form units. You have got intelligent units, and so on.
Yes. Yeah.
Every chapter,
So
like unified, is directly integrated into the next chapter.
So basically what he is saying, ascending, descending means is degree of consciousness
Of each
in
unit.
the how each unit is progressing.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Any
Thank you.
question?
No, sir.